Well, on the 3DS, for the first time after the eShop closed. Host here, so no more of that. Hey guys, it's Gum here, and we are in the back for Sonic Lost World, and this time we'll be doing the 3DS levels here. Because last time we did Sky Road, and yeah, that was audio commentary I did there. Yeah, so yeah, and now we're back to live commentary here, so that we can actually do this thing normally here. So, yep, here we are on like the world map. So, kind of similar to the Wii U version's world map. The only difference is that you can't move anywhere you want. You're only stuck on one set pathway to the level to level. So, yeah, then we're starting us off here with the Windy Hills tutorial stage here. Yeah, because, yeah, we have a tutorial stage to do here, so let's get into this here. And yeah, on the bottom screen here, as you can see, you have a little distance on how, over here's where you have your distance on how far you are to the end. And so circles here do something with the stars in them, and best time there, and your lives also down there, but I won't be showing that anymore here because our main focus is going to be on the top screen, because that's where all the gameplay will be shown here. And yeah, so here we are on the 3DS version of Lost World, and this version was made by Dimps, just like, they did with the DS version of Colors and the 3DS version of Generations. And since, so no surprise they were doing the 3DS version of Lost World here. And unfortunately, it's their last game. It's Dimps' last Sonic game they made. We don't know if we'll get any more from them here. But maybe someday. But you never know. And obviously, they're still in business. That's because, but well. I guess they just didn't know what to do. I guess they just didn't have a lawsuit contract with Sega, working with Sonic or something. I'm not sure. I don't know all the ins and outs to it, but hey, they could have came back or at least made a 3DS version of Forces. That would have been cool, but that did not happen, unfortunately. Yeah, because 3DS version, we're still having games coming out around 2017, so they could have had a 3DS version, but oh well, that's okay. And yeah, then there's a few big differences from the 3DS version compared to the Wii U version. One big difference is that the 3DS version has actual rankings in them here, and unlike the Wii U version, which doesn't. And yes, that's one big difference. So now on to Windy Hill 1. And the very big difference is that you don't need to collect flickies to get through the game here. So that's nice. As it handles that better. You just play for the levels normally, like you would, and yeah, I just picked up speed shoes, and if you hear that the music, the speed shoes theme is Sonic Colors' theme. And Reach for the Stars, but it's an instrumental. I don't know why, but okay. Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, a very big difference this game has compared to the Wii U one is that it has much more focus on having the parkour being mandatory to complete levels. Well, in the Wii U version, most of the parkour in that game was optional. But in here it's much more mandatory to use. So that's so those are some big differences between the two. When have the asteroid wisp, it operates differently, but you can use it in 3D and you can just get a bunch of obstacles in your way here and you can even do it in 3D. And when you get that little like purple warp thing field around your asteroid, that means it's filled up all the way, and you can't fill it up anymore. And you can even do a double jump with it, so that's cool. And you hold, I think, the B button or the Y button. That's the B button. Or I guess it's also Y. Y as well. Oh, shoot. Oh, that was a close one. And to drop down even a little bit even further. So you're not just slowly hovering your way down. And there's a later level that is designed around using that wisp, but we won't get to that for a while. Here, so we can worry about that later. Even though I actually have a funny story about that level. Okay, good, and yeah, and yeah. There are red rings in this game as well, but yeah, I've already collected all of them because, well, I'm playing this on my only file that is on here because there are no save files on the 3DS version, just like the Wii U one. But at least with the Wii U version, you can switch Mii's so that you can access a new file that way. But I don't think so on the 3DS version. Maybe you can with the swap your Mii's on here, but I never tried it. And yeah, after you clear each level, you get some material that you can use, but I'll get more into that in a later video. So now here on to Act 2, and levels are structured a little differently here. Like instead of there being 4 acts per world, well, they kind of are, but you have 3 main acts, and then the 4th act's just a boss fight. Right, so those are some differences between the two versions. And then, yeah, lock on cursor here of the homing attack chain. It stays on there for quite some time here, to where you have to run like really far away to make sure you don't accidentally homing attack something else, which that can sometimes mess you up. But I kind of somehow managed to work my way around it. It's yeah. So yeah, and yeah, you can still spin dash in before like in the Wii U version, but and just by holding the button down. But you have to charge it up all the way and then do it. But I don't really use it that often, especially since you move a little faster in this version than you do in the Wii U version. And as you can see here, the parkour is pretty much mandatory, and have to wall run and spin dash to keep going, so you don't accidentally fall off. But I think for the most part the parkour works in here, and I think that's also kind of due to the fact that I think that this is just how I view it. I think the 3DS version has much better controls than the Wii U version. But at least that's what I found. Yeah, that's what I found. But is that I found that the controls in the 3DS version are a little bit tighter for me, because like I didn't find too many points where I would press A to jump and just fall off, but it wouldn't register and I just fall off. So if that makes any sense to you, but yeah, that's how I viewed it. And oh, look at that, we got the burst wisp, because yeah, burst wisp was not in the Wii U version. It's only in the 3DS version, as well as several other wisps that are new to this version, which we won't be getting till later in the game. And so that's cool. we have some exclusive wisps that we'll try out, which, oh shoot. Then, oh my god. And then, good thing I have my lives all maxed out on here. It caps at 99. And it's, and yeah, you have, like, kind of like a homing kick before, but this one, you send out a shock wave instead. So, that's one difference here. Is, yeah, I've been, you do have time limited, it's like before, but, oh, come on, again. That's stupid. And more stupid how that is set up, but, yeah, like, but the biggest kind of downfall of this game is that its level design, especially in, like, some of the later levels, aren't that great. I mean, like, the first world isn't too bad, and later level has in Silent Forest has some decent parts in it, but for the most part, this level design isn't the greatest around here. Especially when we get to like a level in Frozen Factory, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. So we'll just be casually playing through this here, and and won't be any cutscenes in this version because they're exactly the same as before, or with the. Yeah, I'll get more to that before. The cutscenes are exactly the same as the Wii U version, so no point showing them off here. So, yeah, then for the most part, this will be just gameplay until we finish up Sky Road. Well, actually, we might also do most of Lava Mountain because yeah, Lava Mountain in this version is just a boss rush where you fight all the Deadly Six again, with the exception of what the final boss is, but we'll get to that when we get to the finale of the game. And so, yeah, quite a lot of stuff here in this version of the game here that is different from the console version. And like, I played the Wii U version first, then I got like the 3DS version like a year later. It was like, so like I got the, let's see, wait, right, and I think I got it in 2020, I think. Yeah, I think, yeah, I did. I'll have to remember again to see if I did. Oh, actually, no, wait, I just remember now. Yeah, I remember now. I got it in the Wii U version 2021, and shortly after, I got the 3DS version. Like a month or two later. I think it was 2 months, actually. Yeah, it was 2 months, and yeah, so here we are, Act 3, and yeah, this version here, the stage here is entirely 2D, like, very different from the Wii U version, and this is that there will always be one act that will be entirely 2D, while the rest of the other two acts will be all 3D. So, that's kind of another cool difference there. Boss fights are sometimes 2D, sometimes 3D. I think there's sometimes a little bit of both, but I can't remember exactly. So, yeah, and here you could do the spin dash, but you go like so fast where you almost can't see what's coming in here, so it may not always be the best idea to spin dash, but it is what it is, and look, Zaz, and all you have to do is just avoid his little moon thing here that he has, and then you move on. And so that's how this works. You don't have to fight him because he's in his own stage boss fight. Right, so yeah. And I just turned the 3D on just to show you what it's like, but we're not gonna have that on. Because then it'll just make the screen look all, not look so good here. And yeah, the running up the wall like this is pretty much the same as it was, just with the fact that you can now spin dash up it, which is quite nice. I don't think you could in the Wii U version. But yeah, so so like if you were like find a way to kind of like take the good things from both versions of Lost World, and by the way, we just picked up the laser wisp, and yeah, that's how it works. Pretty much the same as it normally would. But yeah, if you were to combine all the good things from both versions of Lost World, like the control of the 3DS version as in the level design of the Wii U version, you probably get a great game out of it. Well, not to say the control in the Wii U version is bad. It works for the most part. Yeah, come on, Task. Are you itching for a fight or itching because you need a bath? Yeah, come here, you. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Also, yeah, the time limits here are pretty generous for the most part. There was never really any points where I felt like I was pressured on the time. And so, it'll be fine there. Yeah. So, spin dash away through, and laser wisp, and whenever you see the crystals, you can just use the laser wisp. But even though you can strangely homing attack them as well. Well, when couldn't do that before, but oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, so running on through here and oh yeah, do that. Head here and I'm trying to adjust the volume now to make sure I don't have it too loud or here or too quiet. Yeah, I'm just bouncing on clouds here just like before, but yeah, and they operate pretty much the same. Just press A the time your A jumps at it, and and he's back. So and yeah, and if you try jumping into his little moon thing, you'll just take damage. Just make sure to avoid it regardless. And strangely, when the camera moves there, you can actually move around. Then he moves back a little. Cute. Missed. I was lucky every time. And so, yep, and now we can head for the boss fight. And you may have also noticed there's a pathway that's leading down to here, but we'll save that one for another video. For now, we're just going to the boss fight. Alright, so I guess that's one thing that's quite nice about this version is that you only have to fight them once and not, well, once in the zone or world you're in, and then you can just darn it. It was because this moon was in the way, but I believe there's also a wisp you can use to do more damage on him around here somewhere. I think that's a thing for every boss fight, but yeah. And also on the bottom screen now, you get a little health bar here. You can see just what the character's icon and health, and boom! finished. You were lucky this time. I couldn't resist. But yeah, the boss fights in this game were, for the most part, good. There's a couple of people that I'm like, I don't care too much for, but for the most part, most of them are good.